Lower bracket back at Masters Santiago.
And I think there's a lot to consider here today with the difference in the form with these two teams. You know, NRG's been a little more shaky since Santiago, whereas BBL has been on the upswing. They've been getting better and better. LaRock has turned into the best player at this event. Some saying right now maybe the best player in the world. And with the stats he's putting up, I kind of am starting to believe. I mean, he's not just leading in like every metric you would want as a duelist, he's also leading this event in clutch percentage on top of it. Like, just disgusting stuff he's doing.
It's been instrumental in getting BBL as far as they have gone. Chance to make their way into this grand final. Desk mentioning it, bit of a hate watch here in the crowd. Both teams taking down some of the tournament favorites and Heretics as well as Gentle Mates. Both willing to play the villain. Now, squaring off against one another. Rose able to strike first, and LaRock off to the races is able to find 2 quick kills. One in reply from Brock. There's a massive deficit here, but Scuba, quick turn back over to Sewer's side, takes down the enemy Phoenix. Gets us back in a much more winnable position, and that Paranoia ends up getting used quite early.
Yeah, it was a really nice TV there by Scuba. Brock gonna win the fight on the backside. Kreven down. It's a 2v2.
How have we gone here? Scuba's still gonna be contained this left side. It's not quite one tap though. Could survive a chest shot with 1 HP. That might just be enough of a window, given how clean that shot was onto LaRock. Double face now. Loita to try to back away, eats a little bit of damage. Here's Rock, not quite giving a peek here. He's gonna try to scale off this though as the smoke does end up blooming. A reroute attempt for NRG. Trying to shift their way out of A. Being matched at the moment by Loita.
Left. I'm out of here.
Lovers Rock at least making him think twice about it. It's gonna be tough to consider here. They're gonna be ready for Loita. He's tucked in right around the corner.
This classic could absolutely have them undone, but it's not able to find the kill quite just yet. Taking down to 18 HP, Brock at 9.
10 seconds left.
3 bullets remaining, 1 right click available. Saw the gun barrel there for a brief little moment. This plant happened to be stuck. And there it is. That could just be the round over, and it will be. Lovers Rock in position. Denying him the opportunity. The pistol goes the way of BBL.
The crowd doesn't know how to react to these moments.
I think I'm happy.
Did we win? Are we winning? Not sure. Absolutely love it. I mean, I love the arc for both of these teams coming into this. You know, NRG with a lot to prove this year. Last year's champions have been doing very well, all things considered. You know, in Valorant, it's been kind of that curse when you go to champions and then, you know, the next year maybe things don't go so well. But this year, I think NRG has a lot to be proud of, a lot to be still very optimistic about in this young BBL team. They play the villains and they play it so well. They absolutely embrace that energy. They love to be booed.
I'm out of here.
And I think the crowd would do well to maybe cheer them on. Maybe that's the way you get to them.
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
Hitting him with that positivity. Really piss him off. Ethan with a check forward in the garage is going to be tagged by that drone, but it's just full classics here. 15 never out of the equation. You always have to give it that consideration, especially when you do have Kiko on this chamber. The headhunter can find that impact. So far, no real push forwards. It's going to be shock dart to the corner. Quite a bit of damage going to be suffered by Kiko, down to 61, but Ethan trying to open up a little bit of space here, and Kiko now backfilling that space, able to find that first elimination. Relay bolt to contain these 2 players. Meanwhile, the backstab getting ready to strike. Mana does end up getting found, though. The turn back from Lovers Rock off camera, but still brilliant. And in the end, they will be able to spare their blushes and stop the Thrifty from coming through.
Yeah, you should be able to keep both those Guardians, I believe, and the Bulldog as well, so that's perfectly fine. Damage done by NRG, like the strategy here, like the way Ethan takes some space, tees up Kiko, uses that relay bolt to try to buy some time, but this guy right here is on a tear. Feels like everything, everything he shoots is gonna hit. And that right there was just a little microcosm of how good he can be. So yeah, 3 Guardians. That's what you're gonna be able to bring into this one, along with that Bulldog. So a little bit of a buy up, and oh boy, already down and out is Lovers Rock.
A quick little shutdown there. Running back, even gonna be committed into this one. And Kreven, okay, peeling back those 2 kills suddenly gives them a window of opportunity. Spare themselves from what could be a very costly round. Rock's still alive, still a chance to even farm up a couple more orbs here if he can get some eliminations.
Pretty okay for BBL in a way because you have the Cypher still alive, so some of that util there to at least keep NRG honest. They love to take these pauses mid-round. Oh my God, Trevin.
Gorgeous shot, a third one in the round. And now back into an advantageous position are BBLs. They look to convert this bonus. The re-wrap, the tuck away over towards mid here for Rose could absolutely be their undoing. Do they just silently walk past him over towards C? Seems like that's going to be the case, but they'll still have a very good angle to get on the flank.
Wisely, they've cut sound. They haven't made any noise, so Rose can't call in the reinforcements early. He's gonna have to wait. That's gonna be it right there. Just heard the gunshots. So now rotates come through. It's gonna be coming at you from a lot of different angles, and this one might be the least expected.
One enemy remaining.
There it is.
Spike down. C.
And now Scuba completely surrounded. Spike still on the floor. Time bleeding away.
I have the spike.
Collects it, goes for the corner plant.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
The Rock on the arrival. Him in the rear, and then Krevin is there for the alley-oop. Clean headshots the whole way through from the Cypher. A 4K. Does BBL convert the bonus?
They're looking really, really good. Even with this huge start that NRG had, and you use the run it back, you think, oh boy, we might have beefed that, but Krevin gets a 4K, and that's got the NRG coaching staff flustered. Not happy about that as Bunkheart. I don't blame him. Giving up a bonus against the defenders on Haven is brutal. That is not a good way to start a map, especially your map pick.
No, absolutely not. Now, consideration for the operator. We'll just go for the outlaw.
Oh.
That faster, punchier punish that can come through, given that everyone other than Kiko is going to be having half armors.
Went back to the op.
Oh, okay. I glanced away for a second.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, it one-shots him regardless.
That's true.
So may as well go all in for it. As long as you don't get thrifty, you'll keep it.
Yeah. I think here now, Krevin sensing some of that early pressure for the first time. Doesn't have any trips here to help him. Has to dodge that shock. Really can't. Takes quite a bit of damage. Just has to evacuate site. I mean, nothing he can do there.
The space has to be given up, and it's just way safer to try to play this out in a 5v5 retake. Kiko is a world away, and that's why they're going to be TPing this over. So a little bit of a mirage on that C site here. Still able to find quite a bit of blood, but Spike is now planted. They have to counter pivot back across. Ethan watching for this, intercepts Rose, and suddenly Lover's Rock, he still has that operator in hand, does not have an overdrive, and Kiko's watching this entry into the A site.
Teleport's ready.
He's gonna try peeking for it, but it's a one-tap. That's an op recovered, and Scuba's there in heaven. And perhaps a cast a curse for BBL, and maybe a blessing for NRG. They will get that thrifty to find their first round win.
Yeah, this one just really well thought out by NRG. You got to give them a ton of credit with the way that they drew up this round and executed it. They caused so much attention over at C. And meanwhile, they can scale a little bit on the other side of the map and then just fan out. There's so much you have to clear as BBL in this scenario, especially because you hemorrhage so many players. You don't really have that opportunity to go for trades. You're just going to have to guess correctly. And even if you do, like we saw with Lover's Rock, it doesn't really matter.
Go, go, go!
NRG players, very, very good.
Oh, and LaRock looking for the timing with the counter. Blind is out. Mata going to be snapped back. Molly able to shut down that, but LaRock rescales. He refights. He comes away with two.
I know exactly.
Does not want any momentum getting built up for NRG. As all of them, ping revealed, tripwire, finding the connection. Will eventually get cleared, but the camera had never gotten taken down, and that is going to be a flawless in response to the thrifty. Brilliant aggression from BBL.
They had a great read here, doing their homework on where Mata was going to want to try to create some space with his ultimate. They shut that down right away, and then they had another layer built into it. Rock there, so confident in those fights. And they threw the paranoia, they threw some flashes out right there, and then he reflashes, uses Ethan's fast lane against him a little bit there, because he gets Ethan, and then he's got the cover, so there can't be that quick trade from NRG. Very nicely done. And BBL, I mean, they want to scrap. They want to take fights. That's when they're at their best. And look at this. Huge dust-up brewing outside of C. Waiting for some contact here.
And what a read this is looking to be.
It's just who's going to be more patient.
Do toss that op over, trying to get this one scaled forward. Curveball going to be coming in, but LaRock, the one ending up getting blinded the most, as Ethan will be able to find that kill onto the enemy Phoenix. Hunter's Fury is going to be exchanged on both sides. Lloyd trying to dance around it, but he goes right into Rose's. Gets taken down, and then Rose dead on the back end. They had it all set up. It was elaborate. It was well read. But the trap ends up backfiring.
Yeah, that one's tough. Catching so much of the flash there was LaRock. He just could not respond. He's trying to scramble to safety, and then things just go absolutely haywire.
Setting up an elaborate house of cards only for it to fall apart right when you're putting that final piece at the top.
One enemy remaining.
Revealed, nowhere to go, no way to escape. Lovers Rock dead. Up again on the floor, and Ethan is crispy. He's feeling disgusted about that one too.
I mean, Ethan can still shoot. Don't count him out. I know he's had some shaky moments on the neon here at EWC, but he still's got it.
I mean, it was pretty much like when they first debuted it. I'm sure there's plenty of people that are tuning in for the first time and wondering why the hell he's playing. He's been doing it.
Yes.
And it's just gotten better with every iteration.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Ethan can kind of do whatever you throw him into. He's just that good. You know, as the ag.al, it can be tricky, but
oh yeah,
you know, just watch from the def cams, I guess.
Excellent in pretty much every regard. That's why this guy's got, you know, 2 champions trophies behind it. He's looking to add the EWC one into the repertoire.
So timeout. Try to figure out what's going on. See what they want to change up. I mean, I think for BBL, it's pretty, you know, thirst or famine with these really aggressive starts you have to the round, and they've been able to read. I think they've been getting the reads that they want from the barrier drop, where the stack of NRG players are, and that's what they want, because they want to combo that utility so they can just not, you know, deliver the knockout blow right as the round begins. But you got to maybe tighten up some of the execution, or maybe the coaching staff wants to see a little bit of more patience being shown. I think these traps are nice, but I think setting them up in a little bit of a different fashion, but it's pretty much a default now. It will be Rose sending out a drone early to clear some A main space. Does see Kiko. So it's operator at least cleared off that angle for Lovers Rock to take a more aggressive position. It makes it a lot more difficult for NRG to clear it, so they have to use the drone. Lovers Rock will be able to hide from that and then re-peek this. Flash does fully connect, so sends out a warning shot.
Spike dropped.
NRG fine with that. That's gonna
Cage triggered.
give them the confidence to try something a little different.
Making plenty of noise through this stage here. Now there's the slide in. Jump forward, but Krevin still able to collect both kills. Duelists down. Rose catching Scuba out in the middle. Loita casually just walking back onto the C site. Rock none the wiser. Now Kiko, he's got the money for another one of death, would still give him that tour de force. So either way, he's going to be set for having an operator in hand. There's nothing more to be done here. The timeout call
30
doing
seconds
wonders
left.
for BBL.
A great play from Krevin. See if he's going to finish it. Another big multi-kill round. Already seen a 4K from him. Kiko is going to get one. They pulled out.
Yeah, hell of a shot to hit. But here comes the flank.
10 seconds
And
left.
Krevin will be able to find another 3K for the Cypher. NRG not yet able to try to catch up. BBL holding them back and accruing more and more rounds on this defender side.
Well, this is beautiful stuff from Krevin, first of all, to get those 2 kills. But then we don't see it in the highlight. He immediately toggles to the cam, catches the other 2 players of NRG that are creeping up Long C Hall, and that gives Loita the ability to step in there and catch NRG off guard with the quick rotation, because he's so, you know, able to get into that camera quickly. I mean, it's just so good. Like, the timing there, just amazing. Phenomenal stuff from Krevin.
Nothing off the shock darts here. Then a very quick pause.
Right here.
Slowing things down, trying to see if they can get a rise out of BBL, but BBL not looking to give them a freebie. Just gonna start cheating back, giving up a little bit more space. Relying on Lover's Rock with that operator holding it main to try to find an opening pick and shut down the aggression. They will be able to do so. Lada just not gonna be fast enough on the draw to confirm that kill. Takes him low, but can't take him down. Slide in, LaRock now gets rid of Ethan. Continue to push forward, looking for more info with that run it back.
What an adjustment there from Lover's Rock. They tried to bait and switch him. Oh, that smoke.
They found my one.
Get the spot out before that smoke bloomed. Now, realizing that this is going to be that push on a C, Kiko trying to intercept, will be able to do so. Loita going to be taken down, but LaRock is right there, and he will be able to have the punish. Now they're going to be rerouted again. Boxed into garage. Forced out onto the side. Brock with the Odin in hand, still able to take that fight. Rose on the floor, a 2v3. Dark from the cam removed. Scuba. Dolbus spray and turns back into garage. He finds Krevin, and suddenly this round is getting away from BBL. LaRock gonna try to clutch this. Gets himself a third. Scuba. 71 health. Phantom in hand, but no further util, no smokes, no paranoia. The tap. Considering that peak. Scuba should be favored of the timing, and he is. Clutch not to be found. NRG rally back into the round in a big way. Collecting themselves a third.
Yeah, they're just winning some big fights. I mean, out in the open here. Yeah, Scuba and Brock. What a combo there. Brock with the Odin as usual. He's so fast with it. I feel like you've got the advantage. You've got the drop on him when you're swinging, but that is rarely the case. He's already ADS'd in before you even realize that he's aware of where you're coming from. Now it's going to be down to an eco here for BBL for the first time. And NRG pretty flush with cash, and Eco going to go for that outlaw. Does have that tour de force still sitting available.
I have the spike.
Ethan's going to have the overdrive, but so does Lover's Rock. So kind of a key ultimate to keep track of in this round. Generally, you're going to want to try to invest that overdrive and get value out of it. I don't know if he's going to go for it up this ramp here. I mean, Rose is there, watching from long A. Is this going to be some kind of trap play?
Going for the spot. Lover's Rock, though, can't pull the trigger on this yet. That Odin spam's coming out, and Rose, I don't think he was quite ready for those players to be scaled forward. Just didn't maybe see enough either way. He does get spammed down. Well slated to take this round, deny a thrifty away our NRG.
Yeah, I mean, they're so good at the push and pull on this map. It's crazy.
BBL going to try to get that gamble stack going on A, but they're going to be receiving the bad news here pretty damn soon. Slow scale up from NRG will buy them a little bit of time to maybe suss things out and start getting on those rotations. There is the exec. They're going to have to try to make a go of this with an overdrive and 4 sheriffs in hand.
It's maybe doable, but it should be pretty unlikely given the weapons that NRG is going to have. In particular, that Odin. Very, very annoying. Whoa, and Lover's Rock just got tagged up big time.
Yeah, and that's you not being able to use the overdrive now. No way to try to commit this one in. And will just be a bit of a firing squad. Krevin going to be good for 1 kill, stops it from being a flawless. But NRG now knocking on BBL's doors. They look to tie this up 5-5.
Let's see. I mean, they're being a little bit more cautious on the map, our BBL, and that's something that NRG's so good at. Is they're so adaptive, and you always have to look to Ethan in the way that he kind of round around gets the tendencies of his opponents so quickly and starts using it against them.
Into the unknown.
Still not the best half here for NRG, no matter how this shakes out.
You want to play? Let's
Oh my God.
Gotta go.
Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is secure.
All the walls are made of paper mache.
They are. Oh, Kiko able to find Rose. Brock does get taken down. Meanwhile, attempted TP out. That's the spike now stranded. 2v2. That ping reveal out off the neural depth. Kiko having to back away. Both players down to 60 some odd health. Grevin very quickly rotates back in the garage.
Yeah, I like that for when they have to make this push towards the spike. He can flank from behind. Just comes down to the timing. Kiko being very diligent of this, though.
Does he continue for the swing? Oh, he does, and Grevin dialed in on the angle. Immediately takes him down, and Ethan not quite sure where he wants to go. Looked on the counter swing, denies him, and he sprint to A. BBL, they maintain the lead 6-4.
Yeah, for what it's worth, NRG has done a good job of shutting Lovers Rock's op down, but outside of that, they're getting outdone in some of the rifling stuff. I mean, right here as well, you get it down to a 3v4. Larak on site, Grevin as well, doing good work, even though there's a bit of a bailout there for his ag.al from Kiko in mid. Grevin, woof, he has been super sharp on the Cypher.
Oh, blind there, but I mean, Ethan just the one, not quite ready. Lovers Rock able to stabilize a lot faster. Now Loita, taping up and over! Gets him behind, comes away with 2 kills. That's catastrophic. It's now a 2v3. They want that lead guaranteed at the half. They might just have secured it here.
Dude, I am such a fan of this team. I love the way they play. It's just wheels off. Come on over to Pacific, boys. You'd be welcome with open arms the way you guys operate. That is such an aggressive play from Loita.
Oh, it'd be sick.
One enemy remaining.
Swing out a little bit of a double take here, but we'll be able to find one apiece. It's BBL take it 7-4. Sometimes the riskiest play, potentially the dumbest play, is the best play in the moment. As you just catch everybody off guard.
Dude, it's just so fun. This is so good. They have no idea. Oh, and he just right on top of Brock. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is so well coordinated. I mean, that's what makes this team so exciting right now is, yes, they have the firepower. The Turkish aim, you could talk about that all day, but to me, what makes them better is their coordination with the util. Getting a deep cam set up early. Oh, Lovers Rock.
Mata trying to find this elimination, but it's going to be Rose tagging in, breaking the 1v1 as he's trying to grab the spike, and Lloyd is already there. NRG. They must have amnesia. They must have forgotten how this team likes to play, but how has Keiko gotten that?
Here, teleport's ready.
I mean, they should still be screwed. They'll still be dead. That was just wild from Kiko.
Goodness gracious.
Clear of that, and I mean, they're just encircling him, completely surrounded. We'll be able to take one more down with it, but it's going to be 8-4 at the half. BBL well out in front from the defender's side.
I mean, on the defender's side, it's incredible stuff from them. You know, a lot of these players used to be on a team called Pacific. Love to see it. These guys are absolutely, I mean, that's ridiculous. That just, Kiko is also an incredible player and has been doing great things for NRG in this tournament. He is by far their best when it comes to the individual performance.
Well, right now, all of NRG needing to try to find their footing. They are struggling. 8-4. BBL well out in front. And this is NRG's map pick. Could just be another one of those moments. Okay, we prepare for the opponent's map pick. They prepare for ours. We'll find out after the halftime break. For now, let's send things over to Lou.
And I'm very glad to be joined by 2 mate princesses, les 2 princesses de Gentlemates, Nami et Mélina m'ont rejoint. Faites du bruit, s'il vous plaît. Et vous savez très bien d'où vient le public ici d'abord. Mélina, moi je voulais te demander un petit peu, on sait qu'il y a beaucoup de trash talk du côté de BBL, beaucoup de gens qui les huent, etc. Qu'est-ce que tu as envie, qu'est-ce que tu en penses de tout ça, du trash talk, qu'est-ce que ça fait partie du jeu?
Ouais, c'est l'e-sport, ça fait partie du jeu, faut l'accepter, c'est bon délire et c'est comme ça.
Toi, tu le fais un peu, te lever, dire aux gens de s'asseoir, c'est comment?
Ouais, sit down, ça part direct. Ouais.
Sit down, ça part direct. Yeah, trash talk is just being part of the game. So I like the BBL boys when they do it. You know, you tell them to sit down. I think that's pretty common. Et de l'autre côté, I have an European GC champion with Gentlemates Nami here, the ag.al of the GC team. Donc, ce que je voulais te demander, ma belle, c'est qu'est-ce que ça fait, tu vois, d'avoir tous ces fans qui sont là. J'imagine que tu es très contente de les rencontrer. Et dans des matchs à haute pression, qu'est-ce qui fait la différence? Comment on arrive à gagner?
Bah, franchement, on arrive à gagner en partie grâce à eux. Ils sont incroyables. La vérité, franchement, sans eux, les matchs ne seraient pas pareils. Et quand tu les vois, quand on voit tout le support et tout le soutien qu'on reçoit, franchement, c'est c'est une rage de gagner, tu vois. Ils nous donnent un boost.
C'est les fans qui te font gagner?
C'est les fans qui font gagner.
J'adore. The fans are helping us to win. Hearing them, seeing them in the chat, in the Twitch chat, it's always helping, of course. And maybe to pay honor to the gentlemates, we can start a chant. Gentle, mate, gentle, mate, gentle, gentle, gentle. Back to the game.
Who are they talking about?
I don't know.
Who's that team? Yeah, I mean, an unfortunate and early exit for that squad, but the fans still showing up to just enjoy some good Valorant.
They're getting that. I mean, you're getting some absolutely wild stuff in this first half of Haven. Some crazy coordinated plays from BBL. NRG has had a few moments of their own, but not enough, and you got to be concerned going over to that attacker side. But NRG, one of the best in the world on defender's side. Kiko off angle, not able to find the shot. Headhunter gonna connect on the first.
Exit now looking for the re-peek and will be able to find that final fadeaway shot into the Lover's Rock, but cannot escape. Let's get cleaned up, so 1 for 1 at the end of it all. Some damage suffered here. On to Rose, down to 45 health.
Ethan's here so fast, and BBL is trying to rotate away from this. They're trying to go B.
Taking the spike up into garage window here, and Ethan cannot find that elimination. He finds a smattering of damage, but can't quite confirm it. Knocked down to 22. Scuba not wanting to over-pursue. They know that they have Bada on this flank angle, and that's going to be their big win condition. There's no trip set up here at garage. They are just pumping the brakes, but they're now watching for this. Bada is giving it a recheck, but will slink back in as they hear that plant getting committed to. And Rose is just absolutely destroyed him. A peek off of that. Recon going through. Loita able to find the one with Brock. Coming away with 2 with the Sheriff in hand. 1 bullet remaining. Now down to 4 HP. The chest shot would kill him, but Rose comes out on top. It's another pistol over to BBL.
Okay, I mean, this is one of the rounds where BBL's skill just bails them out a little bit. This is very, very uncomfortable the whole time. You know, they get C site and then they're like, let's pivot B. Maybe they were expecting a fast flood and they thought they could kind of maneuver around it. I'm not sure. Or they thought they could catch the players sleeping a little bit right here at C Alley or something, but whatever, they got through it. It was very, very awkward though.
Very much so. And NRG now. 5-player stack on the C site. It looks like Scuba and Mata are squaring up. It's just about to watch them fist fight each other.
Sounds about right. Gotta hash it out.
Just patiently waiting in case they end up coming his way. But for now, BBL continue to lean it more in towards B. Spike getting ushered up through mid.
Yeah, Krevin's already snuck in there, so I think they figure, well, it seems safe. And maybe there's like one tucked back here at worst. So you're feeling pretty comfy to get the set up the post plant.
Spike planted.
Don't have the hot hands, but do have a couple shock darts for that post plant. Rose is going to see a lot.
Don't push for it. There's that outlaw. Mata dead. Scuba down. LaRock will be able to find him. This is starting to look like a bit of a flawless here. As, yep, Krevin gets right in on top of him. The flawless confirmed. As BBL not giving NRG any room to breathe.
Really well read here by BBL. And a nice post plant set up to boot. Just completely covering that B site really nicely. Have the sniper there, Lovers Rock. Right in position, hitting the shots that he needs to. Low Rock, very, very good no matter what, but having that Vandal there. And then Krevin gets a couple big kills, so it's a very healthy bonus. Couple Vandals, Bulldog, Guardian, and that Outlaw. Gonna be in Rose's hand this time, though.
This curveball could destroy Mata. Manages to turn away from it, but Lovers Rock on that slide in. He just cannot align it. It's barely any damage found, in fact. As Ethan now is trying to pre-fire, trying to get that spam across, but to no avail.
But I like this peel back. Sensing that pressure, knowing they were going to have a tough fight if they were going to get into that C site. Force NRG to respect a different direction, but Kiko, definitely a player that is to be feared. Trying to come through here. I don't think the drone saw him. I don't think it did. I think he hid from it. They're pinging the smoke. They're expecting somebody to be in it, so one way or another, they get the read. It's just, are they going to be ready?
Can they have a punish faster than he can rendezvous out? Recon got to be cleared, sticks around for a little bit more, and no, he cannot escape. Krevin has just been so on it, particularly with this Guardian. He's absolutely dominant. As Lovers Rock just sliding in towards hell. Brock dead, Scuba alone, isolated, trying to fight his way out, but he cannot. The crowd now starting to rally behind BBL as they are running away with Haven.
Well, you should be very, very much a fan of this team. They are just getting better and better and better. And yes, they look great at the beginning of the year too, right? In EMEA, they win the kickoff. They come into Santiago with all that fire, with all that passion, and it petered out pretty quickly when they had to go down to South America.
I mean, but it didn't peter out until they met this very team.
Right.
That was that moment, them losing 1-2 against NRG, sent to the lower bracket, and then elimination from there. They remember that. They want. Oh, what is this man doing? Get him off my screen.
Yeah, well, he's...
Get him out of here.
No, this guy is cursed. Like, literally cursed.
I wonder which team he's supporting, and I'll put that in air quotes. But it's another timeout call. Last one for NRG.
I don't want to know who he's supporting because it makes me feel bad for that team. And I don't want to feel bad for either of these teams. I like both of these teams. I'm all about this villain arc in this event. I'm just loving it. Just like, it's like getting into The Killing Joke or something. You know what I mean? Like just a great graphic novel about great villains. Love it.
Well, right now, one is beating the piss out of the other.
That works too.
Hasn't really been a very close affair. And I mean, despite the run that he had, especially in the previous series to get to this point, Mata at the moment is one death away from Pi.
That's pretty surprising. I felt like Mata was starting to pick things up. The event has gone on, and he's such a big piece of the puzzle for NRG. If he's thriving, then you would think that, you know, with Brock and Kiko there as well, to be pretty consistent in the fragging department, that they should be well suited to take down most opponents. But he's kind of had some rough ones this year. Kiko spotted, thought about trying to challenge anyway.
He's still going to go back in.
He's making a lot of...
He at least wants some information, but BBL are giving them absolutely nothing.
Concern is going to be their backside coming out of double doors. They're able to clear Mata here. Should be maybe okay, but wow, the rotates were so fast from NRG over to B.
Because they've given up the space, they nearly had them walking forward into 3, but Kiko moves, shifts away from A. They get the right read that B is going to be the hit, but then there's that late flank through. Clears the site.
Yeah, they gambled. They gambled to move Kiko over away from A. That opened up the site for Krevin.
Ready.
I'm waiting for a contact fight that's not going to come. Smoke's now coming through. They start to realize.
Spike planted.
With the jump across and the shock dart landing up on top of the box. Won't be able to even find a lick of damage. I lied, it did, but not much.
Not much. Laroc's ultimate here is a big difference maker.
Oh, and if they can get through it without even committing that.
Yeah, that'd be even better.
Well, he will still go for it. Wants to just take this up to 12. Rushing forward, still able to find Ethan. Kiko just gonna be good for this. Shutdown on the ult, but nothing more. Flawless in the round, looking flawless in the map. It is 12-4, and this is destruction.
Yeah, again, they're doing so many things right. Kreven has been outrageously good on this map in so many different ways. The shooting, the way that he's able to anchor some of those sights on the defender side, and here, as that lurker, finding that open space, saving BBL from disaster. Just brilliant stuff. Now NRG has to string together 8 in a row to get it to overtime. Quick spot out into Brock, and they're going to try to use the Hunter's Fury.
Oh, ends up jumping into that one, and then Kreven is there in sewer. He's everywhere he needs to be. Curveball out, Mata gets nada. Keiko only able to find the one. And that should be it. The spike now planted. Scuba, his feet burning. The blaze wall in hell. And Ethan at 16 health with just a Spectre.
One enemy remaining.
13-4, BBL. Showing up in a monstrous way. Close out an easy breezy win on Haven.
And this team, so strong when they're clicking. Everything working for them. They had to make one little adjustment out of a timeout to kind of start playing a little bit more default. That worked. One-sided, it was like, I thought there were moments where I'm like, okay, NRG's starting to figure them out a little bit. They're making some decent reads, but you know, BBL has all the confidence in the world, and still some smiles, some laughter for NRG. You know, they've been here before. They know what it's like to be down in a series and to come right back into it and still come through with the win. You can never count this team out.
No, you can't. And BBL, they are well aware of that, heard it from those players themselves. I believe it was Lovers Rock saying they are a champions winning team. We cannot underestimate them at any given point. It's not over until it's over. Boy, took a quick peek. Not near enough by. Provide a bit of cover here as Kiko going to be tagged down to 7 off the rip, but it's going to be Brock coming away with the opening elimination as Loita will fall. Snake fight at the ready. Taking that into the back, does displace Ethan, interrupting that spike plant. Chucknerts as well, going to be go flying. Trying to get as much damage as they can, but it's going to be Rose and Lovers Rock able to find a couple of kills, but Brock gets himself a third before finally falling. Scuba now, the last one standing, slow walking through that wall. And Rose will secure a 3K and a third pistol in the series for BBL.
It's always Brock making these pistols close, but there's just too much firepower. It's some really good util again to buy some time. Loita almost got that first kill. Slowed down the roll even more here for NRG. Brock goes up on top of the box.
One enemy remaining.
And no Brock to gun this time. It's gonna be Rose with the big 3K in response. The ag.al getting it done. He can frag out. Everybody on this BBL team definitely capable of popping off at any given moment, and a nice opener for Lovers Rock.
This is a hell of a cheer. That had some high pitch to it, but Paranoia going to connect. Quite a bit of damage again there on to Kiko as Lovers Rock just able to hold him back. Beat him away with that outlaw in hand. And this, well, okay. Cheeky little right click on the corner, able to find the one, but in the end, this is still going to be a damn clean anti-eco. Back on his feet once more, a 4K. This Neon is online.
For sure. And this time, again, with the snipers. Looked a little bit shaky with the operator early on, but that outlaw doing wonders. A couple players going to be one tap to it even. Not the players that are going to be making the entries necessarily, but some on those back lines.
Here.
Ethan and Brock,
Here.
only the half armors available. So it's going to be key to keep them out of the purview of Lover's Rock here. That spot again onto Loita, but he's hightailing it out of there. Well, maybe not.
Quick Caterpillar smokes there from Kiko. Just trying to scale forward. Meanwhile, Laurent, quick peek into mid, and Mana absolutely destroyed. These Guardians just hitting a little bit different from BBL today. Boy, they're going to be taken low. Still alive and in the fight, trying to align those shots, but Kiko does find the timing to collect two at backside. Spray from Rose, just a hair off as Kiko. They had heard him. They know exactly where he's going. It's a matter of, can he find anything else?
Scuba, are they going to be ready for that?
They're not really checking towards bridge, but Kiko's not going to be looking left, I don't think. Nope, now he will. Gets himself another. Scuba takes down the rock. Looks like bonus not to be converted this time around. Unless Kreven pull off a 4K of his own.
Well, he's already got one in this series. Wouldn't think he's on for this one, though. This one should be rather challenging.
No, util, just your defensive Viper wall set up on B. Maybe give you an opportunity to try to get it up to half, but Fragment as well as that 0 point available. Did deny him from just toggling it. Best case scenario from here really kind of feels like a couple kills and get the Hunter's Fury out. But NRG should be playing loose enough to allow that to happen. There's the Fragment, there's the spam, and Ethan will take him down. So NRG now on the board in round 3.
Okay. Still, you had moments in that round where you thought, oh boy, BBL are gonna take the bonus.
I believe that's a reference to Mana. They're saying, hey, I can't hear the audience. That's weird.
What's up with that? Nice work by Kiko, though. Exactly what you need. That entry player getting 3 frags, getting himself up into positives. Yeah, that Hunter's Fury, though, still going to be in the bank, whereas the ult cycle still not quite there for BBL. Deep early util here sent by NRG.
Mana, early shutdown onto the rock, the Hunter's Fury. Off the ping reveal, Lover's Rock going to be tagged down to 45. While Kiko trying to scale forward, but Kreven will be able to finally dispatch him. Off that scale forward, that crunch attempt into the B site from mid.
It's just crucial that Kreven buys a little bit of time. He's going to hear the footsteps.
So good about it. He's looking to continue, and he shall.
Spike down B.
Lloyd as well, out from mid. Able to get a piece of the action. Now that Spike stranded on the floor. Brock, a 1v3. Two of these players so dangerously low. Still does have 2 shock darts.
I have the Spike. Revealing area.
Spots them both, but he's out into the open. Lloyd collects another. BBL move up 3-1.
Again, Kreven has been just an absolute nuisance for NRG. These side anchors that he's been able to orchestrate. It's feeling like a symphony with what he's been able to compose. Nice shot there from Loita, but this right here, the key kill in the round. Keeping that extra player, being able to do anything else, from really able to take control of that site. And it's kind of an awkward buy. Kiko does have an outlaw because of the economy of BBL. Everybody's one-tap to this thing. This could be a hell of a purchase, a value he could find. Has the Blade Storm too.
Quite able to find that shot to the wrist. Goes up and over. Kreven going to be pushed forward, and Mana will be able to collect that elimination. Not too much damage going to be suffered either as Laroc pause, doesn't pull the trigger. Now, looking for that follow-up, can't get it. Just going to be Scuba eliminated, and NRG full control here in this round. They know exactly where Loita's at as he grabs the gun off the floor. Plant can come in very safely.
Spike planted.
Cover going down. It's isolating, finding kills from here, looking to be nigh impossible.
And this should be pretty much undoable. You should even be thinking about the save here as Loita. Ethan already aware that that could be possible. He's in a position to maybe get a punish. He's going to hear those footsteps,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Just in range, I do believe, but no one going to be fast enough to really take him down. We'll see, counter rotates all the way back out towards shop. I think he's going to be just fine. So, NRG answering back, a second round win for themselves. Still that reckoning in the back pocket to try to tie things up after this one.
And it's going to be an awkward bye for BBL. I think they're going to have enough to scrape something together here if they want. Let's just see what their consideration is, given the economic situation. Cute little things the players bring onto the stage with them. This is a great entry, explosive. Kiko gets up and over, and Kreven has tough decisions to make, tries to swing that corner again towards the choke, and is this time defeated. And they're able to clear back sight. Rose was trying to tuck in back there and just dealt with efficiently by NRG. They need more of that. This round right here, like I said, bye is going to be awkward, but you do have that overdrive for Lovers Rock.
Paranoia out, the up and over, but the ping reveal is in, and 2 kills quickly going to be collected by BBL's. That Hunter's Fury layered on top, cleans up Scuba. Just like that, BBL, they give up a little bit of space. They let NRG in for another round win. And they immediately just punch back with aggression.
And it's the reads again, where they're just, we think they're going to go mid. Let's set up our util combo for that. And it's beautiful.
Spike planted.
Still though, 2v5. Never know. These two players. Rock's in an awkward position though.
Sees the Cloudburst. So far, I don't think they've seen him, but okay. Catches one. There's just no way to separate these. No way to find more. Quickly overwhelmed. The awkward bye, not gonna matter too much here for BBL. Coming out on top yet again.
Yeah, I mean, the ping reveals, the Hunter's Fury, the overdrive, just the run through there. And up and over as well for LaRock. Love the crunch. Absolutely beautiful. And I think maybe we're going to be seeing another timeout here from NRG. You have to love this as a coach. Exactly how you drew it up. Maybe even better.
It's just been overall quite clean. Still close though. It's early doors on Breeze. So Bunkar going to be calling the timeout, trying to get them right back into this. Playing from that attacker side, and more often than not, we're seeing a good amount of teams be able to get things done from there. Granted, that solo duelist, NRG, maybe they'll be able to pilot this better from the defense, but they still need to find more rounds.
Yeah, it's tough right now for NRG. The thing that's worked the best for you is just going B. And that may be what they end up kind of considering here in this timeout, is just kind of keep it simple for a couple rounds and then be very cautious. Look for those opening traps, those opening pick plays that you know BBL is going to be trying to bring out, especially when they kind of find the confidence for it. Although we did see after an NRG timeout previously that BBL went more into a default, but here this looks to be another trap play. This one looks to be a little bit more delayed in mid. For NRG, they're spreading the map. They're going to try to
Get out of my way.
look for their own moments, and BBL commits to it right off the rip anyway with the Blade Storm, and this time around, NRG not going to fall for it. Clearly, one of the things talked about this timeout was be patient for those traps, then start working the map a little bit. Oof. There was a moment there. Scuba had a chance.
Unable to find that punish, so Rose was able to back away. Did just see the one player, no other noise really made, but that's enough for BBL, given this forward push into a main from Lovers Rock to get the read that this is going to be a B hit. Reckoning now going to be called in, that null command going to be layered on top. Ethan just taking away any of their util they could have to try to delay this plant.
Yeah, I like what BBL's doing though. Ooh, using this time.
Stops the panic pit as well from Kreven. They get themselves forward onto the side, but Scuba trying to just flush him out, cannot do so. Reveal is in though, and Kiko able to play off the back of that. Kiko finding a second as Lovers Rock, similarly going to be taking down the knives, however, out from LaRock. Quickly pushing forward, a glimpse, and he's still able to find Brock. The jump into arches, Loita holding his own for one more, but Kiko gets up to a
30
third.
seconds left.
It's Rose, the spot out, Mana dead, the spike never planted. Kiko just gonna have to tuck tail.
Look at LaRock.
Sprint over towards A, but as you mentioned, LaRock, he's got the knives. He is lying in wait. hearing the footsteps and tapping the head. A blade between the eyes and a dagger into the back of NRG. They try to no avail to get themselves a foothold in this map.
And the NA fans are stunned. They came into this match hoping that they were going to have an NA finals here in Paris, but
30 seconds.
BBL has other thoughts, has other ideas. Oh, it's just a brilliant read. I mean, this whole round so well coordinated on the back of Rose, just getting that one early peek, and like you talked about, that early push that Lovers Rock had. And they're able to just navigate that so well. Thwarting NRG from even getting the plant in. Have to use the Cove shield here.
Okay, tag is found. Kiko down the 10, swing in the corner. Loita looking for that second kill, but it's a little bit of an overheated scoop up. We'll be able to find the one, but BBL making up for it in spades.
Spike again.
Last player standing.
Toxins going up.
So far away. Might as well be on another continent. And if NRG can't rally back into this, that's exactly what they're going to be doing, because they're going to be going home.
Well, they still have the consolation match. There still is the
That is true.
the third place match. Mentally, they're near airport.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they're so good with these Vandals, man. Probably a lot of discussion after the Phantom-heavy Leviathan wins in London, and now this very aggressive Vandal squad that BBL brings to the table. It's something to consider. A lot of wide maps, though. Big Time was talking about that at the desk, and it seems to be favoring BBL. Hit and Hunter's Fury here.
Trying to up the pace yet again, catches a glimpse of LaRock. Will catch that stray. Loita, however, able to find Ethan at the same time. The push to the backside, and Kiko still trying to keep them in this game, trying to keep them in this map. Eventually taken down, but now a 2v3. One of the best positions that NRG's been able to get into this entire way through. That lane situated, Lovers Rock staring in towards backside, but there are still a lot of angles that need to be cleared, and now Kreven taken down. Money to buy another one of these questions becomes, do you try to play it out? Do you try to get the weapon swap that's right in front of you and go for the clutch, or do you just go for the save? For that kill, I think I know which one he's gonna pick. Some repossession! Brock is in the open! Expecting the swing to front of Pyramids!
Gotta go.
And he's still just sticking with this. Swap now over to the battle, sees how many bullets he's got, catches a glimpse, knows exactly where Mata is.
Me right now.
Holds it up to half, and Mata does have the timing down. Clears him on the corner swing and gets NRG a third round win, but good Lord! That ended up being so much closer than it needed to be.
And that's the advantage of having the bigger chip stack at the table. You can go for plays like this because you know that you can buy into the next one regardless. Disgusting stuff from Lovers Rock, but Mata sturdy at the end there. Time was just so low at that point. I mean, I like the way that BBL's trying to set up this retake. They know they have to get ahead of that Hunter's Fury, so they want to push some space.
Shutting them down.
They keep Rock pinned. Lovers Rock, once again, contest this angle, and Ethan's got him on lock.
Good, much needed kill to open things up.
Spike retrieved. Spike dropped.
Ethan there, that's just the ag.al brain. Reading his opponent's tendencies. Doesn't connect on a Rose.
Yeah, blind drone attempt. Close, but can't quite find it. Loita, though. Kiko, Kreven getting involved, finds Brockman. The trade backs here from NRG looking good. Significantly better position now.
Planted.
Again with that 3v1, but LaRock, same question. Do you try to go for it? The team's money now broken down. You're not going to have the knives. You can get an overdrive maybe with an orb. So a bit more risk to trying to play this one out. But you do have to suspect that he's going to be feeling it.
He's been the clutch god. I don't know with this one, though. It's taken so long.
Blocking sight.
0 point seeing nothing, and yeah, it looks like the call has been made for him to back away. Spot on the one, Mata can just stay tucked. Show that respect. Doesn't want to get caught by him, doesn't want to give that freebie over. So LaRock will go his separate ways, and NRG back into a chance to try to rescue this half. Could potentially make this 6-6 if they can string the next two together.
Yeah, it's just good ideas here from Ethan. Just simplify the game plan a little bit. Look for that early pick and then use that to scale onto site. Taking that op out of the equation, you expect that to be the weak side of the map. So you can just very quickly press that advantage, and they do exactly that. Very nicely done. Ooh, crispy stuff there. Yeah, the BBL fans now starting to sweat just a little bit. He's still defender side on Breeze for them, though, and again, you're going to be pretty happy no matter how this shakes out, especially if you don't just lose the next couple of rounds. Like if you find at least one more here as BBL off of this timeout, you're feeling really good going into that second half. And with how the pistols have been going, the confidence should be through the roof. Maybe a little bit of a hiccup there, but he just wants to let him know what he's thinking. I don't know. I mean, I think go back to some of the just trap play stuff and then play for retake if you need to, because all that has been A+ on the scorecard.
NRG's one of those teams, Ethan, one of those IGLs. It's just basically going to be taking those mental notes the whole way throughout. The more time you give him to get an understanding, the more risk you're taking and being able to secure the win. BBL still in a good spot, still up by 2 and can expound upon that. Build it up a little further, but NRG now getting into a very solid ult cycle. They nearly have that reckoning to go, so 4 ults about ready. And Loita more than ready for the swing from Mana. It's that headshot to push forward.
Oh.
Talking about traps, talking about aggression. It's on display again, but Scuba will be able to spring one of his own. Push up into elbow, goes on red, goes unscouted. Manages to get this back into a 3v4.
Nice delayed trap, though. They took a little bit deeper positions. NRG, you could see, throwing out that Storm Surge early, expecting that mid-aggression. BBL, tough position to read here.
Ethan able to find the quick transfer, swings up for a little bit more, but the summon's going to be there.
Spike down mid.
Still gets his team into a very solid spot. Brock will win the fight in mid. Kreven down, now just Lover's Rock. One less target to try to clear out. Here, ready to try to intercept. Question is, do they take the spike and collect it, go elsewhere? No, they play it forward, and they cannot allow themselves to get separated. They don't. Solid cleanup here from NRG. Still with an opportunity to try to tie things up.
Yeah, I think the initial theory, very nice from BBL, but then that impatience that's built into teams like this starts to get the better of them, where they want to start taking risks, pushing angles, and Ethan, once again, gets the read on it and punishes BBL. He's been really impactful. May not be topping the charts in the kill department, but his brain has been doing a lot of heavy lifting. Kiko. Ooh!
Enemy kill.
Rose just trying to run away and gets caught.
Key opener. Rose is 2 charges away from having the Hunter's Fury. Won't be able to see it here. Lover's Rock, though, a change-up, a judge. This kind of presence has not really gone through for them, but the drone over the top will try to check, but it's just not enough coverage. Trying to keep Rock protected. Now the overdrive in, and he's managed to find 2 more.
Get out of my way.
Ethan and Mod just able to do absolutely nothing. This Lover's Rock may have just won this entire round, but Kiko's still trying to fight back. Breaks open the B site. Spike still on the floor, a world away. Loita boosted up over the top. The pit now panning out.
I'm out.
Covers the Spike, but Lover's Rock still taking space, still letting them know that this judge is in position.
Ooh!
Snakebite will find a good amount of damage, though. Forces him away. At the same time, Larocque swinging around the back, getting on the flank. That shop door about to be tapped. Kiko is absolutely ready for it. What a read. But now they're out of time. They have to push forward. They have to try to get this plant going on the A site. Could just end up losing it all right here. As Lover's Rock gets the 4th. It just took too long to recover it all. BBL stopped them from tying it up at 7-5.
Again, a great counter read by Rose, putting the Neon into position where you can punish that drone, and he does more than that because he's got the overdrive to boot. Beautiful, use that relay to give himself some space, and then just knock him down with the finger guns. Incredible.
It's another strong outing, another strong start here for BBL. NRG not trailing by much, but this has to be a monster of a defender's side for them to push this the distance, to send this over to map 3. Otherwise, BBL, they're going to be knocking this America's team down a peg and forcing them to face off against Nongshim Red Force in a third, fourth place match. But for now, let's send things back over to Lou.
We have a little bit of a family gathering here in Paris. On a une famille ici à Paris puisqu'on a deux frères de chez Carmine, des vrais frères, real brothers have joined me here. We have Dohan and Noyan, Casey brother, real brothers of course. The first question I want to ask you, you are wearing a Casey jersey yet rooting for BBL. Vous portez un maillot cassé mais vous êtes pour BBL, donc pourquoi ce choix?
Alors personnellement c'est parce que je suis turc. Et Lewen, il était anciennement chez BBL. Et on est là pour supporter les Turcs. Hein.
Évidemment, le sang turc. I am Turkish myself. And Lewen used to be in BBL as well, so that's why I'm supporting them. And isn't there maybe another reason why KC fans are supporting BBL? Une autre raison secrète peut-être?
On connaît la rivalité entre M8 et KC. On connaît aussi la rivalité entre M8 et BBL. Donc aujourd'hui, on supporte BBL.
J'aime beaucoup, we know there is a bit of rivalry between Mate and BBL, a lot of banter, and we are rivals of Mate as well, so that's why we're supporting them. Et ma deuxième question, c'est pourquoi est-ce que le public français c'est le meilleur du monde? Très rapidement.
Très facilement, hein, on a le Blue Wall, c'est tout. Le Gentle Suit, ils sont nuls!
Why is the French crowd the best? Because we have the Blue Wall Gentlemates sucks. Basically, that's what you just said, even though I don't exactly agree. And maybe one last word for this interview. I heard that you guys had a chance to root for the BBL players. Vous avez une petite chanson à me faire. Rapprochez-vous, vous la faites dans le micro. Vous êtes prêts?
Let's go BBL!
Let's go BBL!
Let's go BBL!
Time to get back to the game. Let's go!
Let's go indeed. The crowd started things off. Not sure which side to rest on, but they have overall very quickly decided to go with BBL. NRG had played the villain in front of a Parisian crowd before. He lifted a trophy in front of them, denying Fnatic. And very pleasant now. Their backs are up against the wall, facing potential elimination. They cannot take this map of breeze.
Early dart, just to secure the orb. You're curious about this. Oh boy.
What a stack this is. The swing out, and Kiko still able to find one. Damn solid work for him, especially given that Kreven knocked down to 50, and Brock able to find a little bit more. A good start for NRG. Looking for that stability to go into this 4v4 and now start to explore down into mid, but look at what's waiting on the other side of the wall.
They've read this rotation. This should be tricky for BBL to get through.
Smoke on Ethan's position. Potentially set up for the pop flash out, but instead it's going to be the dry pig, and Brock mowing down 3.
Standing ahead.
But damn clean that Sheriff here today. Now the spike on the floor, and Rose trying to lurk his way back through elbow, but Brock clearly has an understanding. Will be able to find it. And gets NRG a much-needed first pistol win.
Yes, and I mean, Brock, everybody talks about his Odin. I'm going to say this time and time again. His Sheriff is just as good. It is just as good. You just don't see it as often. He is absolutely ridiculous. These pistol rounds, he has kept it close in a couple of them single-handedly with his ability to win rounds and thwart some of the early ideas that BBL has, force them into a rotate, which is exactly what NRG wanted. That's so desperately needed. Kick things off. on the right foot for NRG on this defender's side. No buy up at all here for BBL. Now you know 3 are there, and BBL is going to have to try plan B. That's kind of what you have to expect here against NRG with this KO in the mix, is some of those knives that are going to hit A main, and the timing's always staggered and changed round to round by Ethan, so it's tough. It has that extra layer of info gathering. Okay.
All right. Quick check in the mid from Mata. 2 kills going to be found. Ethan now holding the door. Cleans up Loita. Damage onto Laroc. And any hope of a thrifty, very swiftly dispatched, is NRG. This round win, especially if you can do it flawlessly, gonna get quite a bit of firepower going into the bonus. They tie it up 7-7.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh,
Spike
nasty shot.
down B. 30 seconds left.
I don't know about that one. That's 400 credits gone on the drone. In a 1v5. Either way, flawless is confirmed. NRG taking that every day of the week.
For sure. And this is maybe the start of something special here for NRG. Let's see if BBL has that same magic on their attacker side that we saw in Haven, or if this is just going to be kind of a defensive masterclass from NRG. One of the best in the business when it comes to that half. Really tenacious and annoying sometimes. They're going to be coming in with a decently healthy buy. Well, a decently healthy holdover from that flawless.
Oh.
Okay.
Even the best can have an oopsie.
Yeah, it happens. Literally happens to the best of us. Waiting out that flash. Nicely thought out here by BBL.
Let he who has not screwed up util throw the first stone and then ricochet it off the wall. Begin Kiko. A ton of damage onto Laroc, but not going to be able to clean up the kill. Loita, very swift headshot and continuing to scale forward. Just storms his way into the site. Energy now on the back foot. As Loita able to find Mata. Just Brock and Scuba now. The latter of which will try to play this one forward. Has just the Spectre, can't afford to give his life over.
See, Brock's just already hightailing it out of there. No reason to fork over the Vandal. Loita holding the door, just waiting. Scuba.
They're gonna come pushing. Hello. Oh. Buck's back fast enough. You don't want to go for that snake bite. You want him getting caught. Lover's Rock. That's how you, yeah, that's hello in French, I think. I don't know. He's having fun. He's vibing on stage. Back into the lead by 1. That's just a bonus for NRG. Keep a weapon in hand. Now going into the full purchase. See if they can tie it up again.
Oh, what a nice play there by Loita. Able to bail Laroc out. God, Loita's been really good on this map too. He's been hitting some nasty shots. Lover's Rock, though, it's been the real story for BBL.
Quite able to find it.
Now you know both the Jet and the Sova are over here, so as BBL, I'd like to see them try to drum up some interest on A, and they kind of did. Just a few shots from Loita, but it hasn't really pulled Kiko that far. He's going to be able to step in through Link pretty quickly. This drone giving a lot of the story away.
The Dart didn't connect, though.
Shock dart.
Yeah, so maybe they don't want to try to commit off the back of that just yet. Maybe wait for the next recon. Take a pause. About 10 more seconds left on that. And then try to make the play. Paranoia right down the backside, but Scuba's pushing forward. Oh, he went to the other side.
Doesn't get there.
Nobody checked him.
Trying to keep a distraction going, and Scuba only able to find the 2, but Brock's there. That second layer, cleaning up a kill, looking for a little bit more, but Lover's Rock able to hold his own. A 2v3, and for a second, I thought those shots were going to connect right onto Kiko's head.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
NRG still going to be in a decent position to try to close this one out. Lovers Rock, no util remaining. A snake bite to maybe buy a bit more time. They've got a ton of util available in the hands of Ethan. 2 flashes as well as that fragment if he can stay alive, and he does.
Wow.
Quick to drop, quick to reassess, and realign. Now just Krevin. A little bit of a quieter performance from him. Will get the snake bite, but it's not going to be deep enough. And there's still plenty of time. NRG fighting back in a big way. He's passing this defuse over to Ethan, trying to get that null command online. It's 8-8. NRG keeping it close.
Yeah. Again, you have to check both angles coming in through B, and a lot of teams just kind of commit one way or another, not anticipating that their opponents are going to shift to the other side. You know, you get the spot on the Scuba, and he uses that against you. Beautifully timed. Some frustration there from the BBL coaches, but they don't pull the timeout just yet. I'm gonna give them another round. And this time, I don't know if they go for this fast B hit. I think it might be to their demise.
We're good.
A lot here.
Pushes into a meat grinder for BBL. Lovers Rock taking down the scale forward, just trying to push out of this cove.
Spike down B.
It's a couple kills in response, but Loita, last one alive. Frantically trying to find Ethan. Just cannot take him down. Flash not going to go out wide enough. And he is completely and utterly contained at backside. Oh, an opportunity to maybe find the one, but it cannot be seized. 3 bullets, has to pause, go for the reload, but Scuba will find him eventually. NRG now into the lead by 1.
Into the lead for the first time. It's insane to think about, but they finally have crawled back. I mean, you talked about it earlier, the way that you can't give NRG time in matches because Ethan just starts to figure you out. This round, I mean, NRG just has 3 on B. You just go for the hit, and it's so tough when you have the Storm Surge, the Snake Bite, the Poison Cloud all at the front door. Good luck getting through that. You're going to be so weakened by the time you get in that just makes it easy to spam you down. So I think just got to start working the map a little bit more here as BBL. You got to make them respect your A hits. That's generally where a lot of teams kind of butter their bread on Breeze. And so far it's been pretty, frankly, uninspiring. Like calling from BBL. I haven't seen anything too creative, too unique like we saw in Haven. This is their map pick. I mean, that's kind of been the story of a lot of these matches here at EWC is teams, both teams losing their map pick, and then we go to map 3.
It started off decently well, but it's kind of gotten out of sorts, and NRG starting to find their footing. As more and more rounds go on, I mean, Brock and Kiko are doing a Goliath task at the moment with the numbers that they're putting up.
Here.
Brock is outrageous, man. He's so clean. Ooh, nice timing.
Now shot, not quite able to connect, and that's going to be a quick pause on that Hunter's Fury. One to trying to get that off, escorted forward onto a deeper line. Shockdart's now going to be layered in, but Mana off screen, able to find Krevin. Now gets himself a second. Loita dead as well at the doors. This timeout, maybe not going to be bearing fruit for BBL. 3v4. Still no safety to try to go for the spike plan. In fact, it's going to be the Hunter's Fury out first, but Lovers Rock going to be caught. Ethan there at the bridge, able to find that elimination. And now you've got an ult expended to no avail. Rose ushered out into the open, able to find one, but needs so much more. The blind there gets the kill, but cannot get the round. NRG hit double digits.
And so much is expended here from BBL. That felt like desperation. Using the Hunter's Fury there. And a lot of players, I think, just kind of losing track of the situation. Mana gets the kill on the Krevin, and then Loita just walks right back into it. And then you got the player behind Orange in Lovers Rock trying to create a little bit of space, but he's not like keeping track of the fact that there's probably a player coming through the door. Mada's could be up there, and then Ethan's the one who gets the kill swinging the other way. It's all madness.
Death themselves, give themselves tinnitus when they're shooting those corpses. Ever since that moment, it's starting to spiral out of control.
Yeah, that sometimes you don't want to make your opponents angry. Because some players, they thrive on that.
Plenty have learned the hard way.
Trying to bait out some reactions with some footsteps. But NRG is just tucked in, dug in like a tick. Knife. I don't know if that catches anybody. I don't think it did.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were still playing within it. Fragment at the ready, looking for this mid split. But look at where Brock is. The swing to come through, and look at where Brock went. 6 feet under. Clean shot from Laroc. Now the overdrive going to be in play. Kreven is able to find Ethan as well. And is this how you rally back in a thrifty? Scuba wants to say no. Quickly getting overwhelmed. The updraft over the top, and just too many targets. In the corner though, and Mana. Quick to scope in, quick to find that elimination, interrupting the plant, the spike now. Having to be recollected is Kiko. Slides along the half wall, but doesn't get a glimpse. The smoke on one side, of Poison Orb on the other. Poison flying. Laroc's still out into the open, and Mata, again, fast on that draw, gets himself the third. Kreven dead, and now Loina. Try to clutch this out as the Reckoning goes over. He will be able to dodge past it. Skirting around the pillar, but Kiko about to be on the angle now. Has it confirmed, but Loina snaps on for the first. 8 bullets remaining. Mata trying to get the defuse up the half. The retap, he's gonna stick it. He's just gonna stick it! Loina finds the kill, but also finds despair and disappointment!
No COVID incident this time. Well, in a way, but not the way you normally think. And Mata here again. Disgusting. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos after he gets that kill in the window. A lot of scramble from BBL to try to reassess the situation. What a recovery there.
He's a playground bully. He's bigger than all of them. He just kicked sand in his face and said, I'm taking your lunch money.
Lover's Rock now is the op. There's a pit right outside of A, so thwarting any ability to take space on that side. Wow, Lover's Rock. Nice read. It's a great start. We saw a good start in the previous round, and they couldn't convert. Rock. They give up the pit.
Ethan, similarly, okay, he's ready for the one, not ready for the overwhelm. Now, BBL still in with that player advantage. Shock Dart not going to be able to find too much on the Lover's Rock. Just tagged to 85. Still was shielding behind the Scuba. Been quiet, but there's the reveal. Oh, he inched forward, I think, just a little bit too much. Gave it the angle. And maybe just gave up the round. 2v4, how much they want to try to play this one out. Have to know the BBL, they have money behind this. And there's a couple people who are dangerously close to having some heavily impactful ultimates. And on that swing, I think you have to try to abandon it. But now if you're Mata, you're trapped. You're completely stuck here on the site. To fight your way out, you can't. When it finds the kill, and BBL find another round win.
A little trickery attempted by NRG this time. Dropping the pit to try to tee up Ethan. He's only able to get the one before he feels like he has to try to escape. And they're able to take a wide enough angle off of that fragment to deal with him. And from there, holding it through. Some hope here for BBL. They've got to go streaking. No other choice at this point. And you've got Yop, the Blade Storm for Kiko. Ethan just the Bulldog, but has the no command. So any hit you make, it has to be that initial util dump. Maybe gonna wait out the second knife, or the first knife, excuse me, of Ethan. He hasn't used it yet. I think that's maybe what BBL is looking for, but again, being impatient, So there will be some identification, I think, of all three. And oh, God.
Nasty headshot found. Thought for a second he's going to have a collat. Lovers Rock trying to find that same success. Meanwhile, over towards B. Just begging the Brock to go on that peak. The Rock, though, going to be looking for a little bit more. Ethan just here around the corner.
No charges
Back
left.
pedals away for a brief little moment. Meanwhile, Kraven able to find Mata.
No charges left.
Turns back, found him in mid. Knives pop, the spike still left on the floor. The Rock very much alone for the moment. And there's the pickup. But there goes the rest of the team. Kraven slotting forward is able to try to break open the B side, but these footsteps are going to be heard, and Scuba exactly where he needs to be. The spike gone right as the pit gets invested. He's snake bitten away from it. Borderline has to disrespect this. Clears the corner just long enough to be able to find it. Can he get to safety? Back sight not within the pit. Trying to find a spot. He will be displaced. Kiko cleans up the kill, and NRG march up to a 12th round win. Map point now in their hands.
It's that the knife timing from Ethan again gives him so much awareness on when this hit is going to be attempted. Kiko up high on the box, gets the opener, and then they're just outmaneuvering them every step of the way. And you have 3 rounds in a row as BBL. Has to be the streak on your map pick. They're being a little proactive, looking, trying to sniff out NRG, but NRG waited. Now they're trying to refill some of that position. Mata tucked in again behind pillar in mid. Looking for that same spot that he got that punish on earlier.
Gets that knife out just in time to prevent the drone from spawning. And Kiko boosted up here on top of the bricks. The strike ready to come through. His tailwind not pop. Dash over into the corner now. Tailwind back. Kiko able to play evasively, but Ethan gets overwhelmed as Lovers Rock comes away with that elimination. Kiko getting a little bit of revenge here for his fallen ag.al, and now finding a little bit more on top. Loita dead. Kraven trying to hold his own in mid. The spike does get planted on the A site. The Rock, however, scaling back into mid, is able to find him. Brings it into a 2v2. Double approach from bridge side. Scuba and Kiko to try to push this over the line to take us to Lotus. Up the brakes. Rose still 2 shocks. The recon available. Nothing on the side of NRG. The Rock has caught a glimpse. He's caught the headshot. Kiko now dead, and Scuba overwhelmed. The map not over yet. BBL, they get up to 10, and they need 2 more to send this to overtime.
Still feels really precarious. I mean, again, the knife catches so many players, and they take a shorter pause. They're at least able to get Kiko off the top of the close box this time. And Kraven able to hold them off on those rotations through mid, bought a little bit of time. That's exactly what BBL needed there. 2 more. I think we have another timeout. This time, I believe NRG.
We'll be calling it. Try to just secure this final round. Move over to Lotus, start focusing on the future. So we'll get that chance for BBL to try to assess, come up with a solid plan to keep this streak going.
I mean, it's kind of tough because B has been an absolute nightmare for BBL. So you just kind of have a couple rounds that you have some A executes or splits and things like that. Love to see a fake over towards B. Maybe throw Rose and Kraven over there. Allow NRG to think that you're going to be heading that direction. But again, I imagine A is kind of going to be the landing spot.
It's another one of these rounds that you'd hate to give up the map over on. As a half purchase here for NRG. 2 rifles behind this, 2 sheriffs and a bandit. BBL silently scaling their way forward onto the A side. The tailwind going to be expired. Spot on the 1, Brock Able to tuck back around the corner. The peak going to be coming through the drop down, and LaRock able to find the one. Scuba now to try to hold the line. One of the two rifles still in hand here. Needing to not get overwhelmed. He will be able to find a Rose, but the cleanup from BBL is looking swift and just. Kiko now.
Spike planted.
A 1v3 to stop this from being a 1 away from overtime. To just seal the deal on it. No cloud bursts, a gun barrel, I do believe spotted. There's the swing, and now they have confirmation. He's reading these players' positions decently well, but I just don't think there's anything that he can do about it. Economy still quite weak here, and Krevin, the counter spam, just following those tracers. He's going to be able to find him. 12 to 11, NRG, far from out of the woods.
And the other thing you're going to have to worry about here is BBL, the Hunter's Fury from Brock, is going to be online. And you know that they love to look for those early picks off of some util. We've already seen them go for it in mid. So that's something you have to be very, very cautious about as BBL. You have to assume the timeout. Also, talking about this round a bit, this is exactly what I want to see. The B fake.
The noise being made, Lovers Rock taking that space. Fragment at the ready, the foot gonna be spotted there by Ethan. Swings in, wants to maybe try to clear this one out. Repop on that flash, and LaRock has him outdone. Maybe found it blind, maybe just turned away from it. Either way, there's a catastrophic failure at the start of this round for NRG. Finding forward and now try to push us into OT.
This is great stuff from BBL. They're working the map a lot more. This is much more thoughtful. They still have to convert though. And NRG starting to get a sense that maybe they are going to end up B after all. The bulk of their forces because of Mata's position at A main.
Corner tuck, but there's the clear out. Gets rid of the drone. Scuba for now, unscouted. Has to be a suspicion, but Lovers Rock just takes that fight right to Kiko. He's able to find him. Scuba can only get the one. Zaps Brock to death. And it is just Mata standing.
Spike planted.
1 kill to get the reckoning. And 4 necessary to get this map done and dusted. The wall will go up, but Mata will fall. The backstab there. LaRock ready to drive the knife. You cannot do it like this. Denied. Might not be able to find what he wanted, but they get the scoreline they desperately needed. 12 to 12.
Oh boy.
This goes to overtime.
Oh man. What a series and what a comeback here at the very last moment. 3 rounds in a row is what it took for BBL. And it looked a little shaky, but the timeout really worked a treat, and I absolutely love, again, what the coaches got into the heads of these players. But you still have work to do. Still have to win 2 in a row. We'll have to wait and see what this is going to look like, but there's a BBL contingent that has been going absolutely nuts on that half of the stage. They like what they're seeing. This time, I think NRG going to be pretty quiet. Just seeing Lovers Rock there at the front of A main doesn't tell you a ton.
That does.
Yeah, that it does.
Quick spot, into the kill. A little bit of a double take from Scuba to see if he can find maybe a little bit more. Meanwhile, Tailwind forward going to be punished as Krevin's able to find that kill, but Ethan on the counter spam takes down the enemy Viper. Player advantage here for NRG.
Oh boy.
To the clear on the drone. Stun thrown out, Rose. Slotting forward, looking for the timing, looking for the transfer, but Mata a little bit faster on that draw. Still in with a 3v2. Loita and Scuba catching a glimpse of each other. And the spike silently being ushered back out through cannons, leaving Scuba on an island. See if he could sink or swim in this. Any kill he gets is going to be value. Any time he buys is going to be value. It seems like BBL are none the wiser to his presence.
Well, they're trying to figure out where he went.
Oh, he saw a little bit.
30 seconds left.
I mean, he's just keeping them completely contained. Swing in the corner, Scuba able to find Lover's Rock. Spike in the meanwhile being planted on A. And this has been brilliant from Scuba. It does manage to break away. One smoke available, nothing more. And the clutch from here would be absolutely back-breaking for NRG. I don't think there would be a recovery. They're nearly lined up for him. Finds the first. Turns back. Maybe a sound made by Brock. Has to try to clear him out! And he has! Scuba now going to be spotted. Looked knows that he's in position, but it's not going to be planted for him. He does not have a snake bite to try to delay this one. He's just going to swing the corner, and Scuba gets it done!
So impressive the way that Scuba navigates that round. Loita still also had a great call of his own to push A main there. But Scuba just absolutely tore them apart with the way he was moving around his smokes. He was anticipating that they were going to try to check him over the wall, so he was ducking in and out to keep them guessing. And they never found him until it was too late. And it's so close. I mean, Loita wanted to get that to half so bad before he pulled off, and Scuba knew it. Right there on top of it.
Timeout call now. NRG looking to bring this map to its end. BBL trying to find that reset. They did well to get to this point in the first place. Can they go a little bit deeper to extend this overtime?
Well, BBL are no strangers to overtimes here at EWC. They've been involved in a couple. So definitely have that experience under their belts, but NRG has plenty of their own. So let's see what the coach of BBL has got into the players' minds for this round. Maybe just a simple A split, kind of what it's looking like, but you got to make sure you clear that top mid area. A couple players up there. Very scary if that, yeah, I was gonna say if anything gets a reveal here, somebody's dead.
Kiko alone, forward, still able to find one, gets the headshot down on the rock, and now Mata striking from behind. A well-sprung trap here by NRG. As Rose trying to fight back, can only find the one, and now it is all on Kreven. The spot out, the tuck back, the spike still on the floor. Surely this is it. Surely this is map 3. Completely surrounded, trapped in place. No other hope, no other recourse. And NRG ensuring that they do not give him any 1v1s, that they do not give him any opportunity to even get that ball rolling. Similar to Loita, Kreven knows that he has to fight for it if he wants to have any chance in this, but there's a high-low setup, and Ethan will take it down. 14-12. Another full day of games. We are going the distance. That final spot in the grand final versus 100 Thieves is going to be settled on Lotus.
So hotly contested, NRG doesn't falter after a
form has been flashed by NRG, but will they be able to hold on to it against the kids from Turkey? BBL and NRG for one more time. They go on to the server, and on the call, it is Achilleos and Paper Thin.
A final map to round out the evening. NRG scraping by with the victory on Breeze, 14-12. Now we go over to Lotus. The desk talking about it. Mata's form, when he has looked the best it has been on this map, but I think very much the same could be said and should be said about Laroc. The times they've gone to Breeze, I think the Jet has left a bit to be desired compared to his Raze because it's been so damn good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's where naturally you're going to want to be looking in this matchup is those two Razes. You know, with NRG going back to kind of that classic setup that they ran all the way through Champions last year with just the single duelist. You know, a couple of different layers behind that. Okay, that's a big grab.
That is a C's nade, but the nade a little bit late on the back end of that one, so ultimately damage found not going to be too heavy, but Mata's still going to be able to find one. Is it the shooting gallery?
One enemy remaining.
And NRG are dialed in with their sights.
They're feeling it. And this map, it's been rocky for BBL. That's not the start you wanted. You're feeling like you had an opportunity, close it out on Breeze, have that resilience to bounce back on a map where NRG very, very strong.
Let's fucking go!
And Ethan fired the heck up, as he should be. Really liked the way that he was utilizing that KO on Breeze, and you know he's going to be there with the fade as well, and saw it right off the rip with that seize. So BBL, work to be done. Another no-buy on the eco. Opt for just the classics and ping pong around the map, grab an orb, but Mata's already pretty far ahead on the A side. They're aware he's got an outlaw, so tough to clear this. Oh, but they do. He splits them. Isn't able to get the shots to go.
Just a hair too late. A bit too early on the second. We'll go for the re-peek. Nothing to be seen there. And again, it's a cutaway empty-handed. So far, able to scale up. Mata now dead. Rock just swinging, cleans him up with a classic, and with that kill, him dead at Baby Door, they might just be considering pivoting to that position, and that looks exactly like what they're going to try to do. Brock here, however, at stairs, looking to be the bane of their existence. Can only find the 2 kills. As well as a good amount of damage. Some of that's going to be decay. Outlaw is going to be scooped up. Ethan's going to be pushed back for that blast pack, but can just scale forward. Finds that elimination. The right clicks from Lover's Rock, not quite being able to take him down. So some damage found, but widely. Now BBL halted in their tracks. Any more damage they could get certainly would be significant. It's 10 seconds remaining.
Seconds left.
Swing in the corner, and Ethan should just about have them both dead. It'll be Kiko to find the final, and NRG to start things off 2-0.
Well, it's a little bit of a bounce back there, and Mata just kind of laughing off whatever happened to him over at Baby Door. Not too sure, but the big problem here is you try to make this cross. As BBL, you don't have that extra layer of smokes like NRG does. You don't have that Viper, so you're not going to be able to set up that ability to make those pivots as easily. Therefore, Brock's able to punish it. There were no smokes in Loita's back pocket at that moment. Ethan just running it down. Just trying to go for the late C's nade. No catch onto Krevin, though. He's able to sidestep that, but they are pivoting right to where they want to go, and that's a judge to the face.
Well timed from Scuba. Trying to make this as difficult and as painful as possible for BBL to deny this bonus conversion.
Here.
Still with that weaker weaponry, the Outlaw unable to find single shot kills unless it's a headshot. Now a player advantage, and one of the 2 duelists of BBL left dead on the floor.
Ethan, just a phantom to hold this angle all alone. He just spams, oh my God, he could have done so much more damage there. That could have been so much worse for BBL. Only gets a little bit onto Larock and Loita, but he's got the pretty good read right now. Tap of the door, and NRG's committing to this A-side hold with just 2.
30 seconds left.
Whoa. Thank God for full armor.
Rock still hungry for this one. Spam from Ethan, unable to connect. Rock trying to get these bandit shots to go, but it's going to be Loita counter swinging, taking him down, and Ethan will just be overwhelmed completely at backside. Snakebite out. Kiko able to find the one. The spike not being committed to quite just yet. Swing of the corner. Kiko able to find Loita.
Time.
The time. They have to kill him. Scuba, you don't have the push. Ends up diving in, thinking that he can clean him up with the judge. Maybe no eyes on the clock.
Yeah, I mean,
that ends up being, in the end, still good damage dealt at a bonus, but absolutely could have been the round win.
It has to be, as you say, just nobody really aware. Yeah, the coaches know it, man. That should have been NRG's round, to be honest. Oh, Kiko, man, just disgusting. The fact that Rose was at 10 HP there means he had no choice. No option but to get out of the way of that snake bite, too.
Rock with a showstopper now. Try to tie this up, and Kiko not stopping. Finds Loita off the rip. And now you're feeling even more inclined to have to commit the showstopper in this one. Can he find value? You're not committing it anymore.
Just going from bad to worse.
I think if you're even considering trying to rip that thing from here, you might as well just rose it into the floor. You're not going to be able to win the round off of the back of it unless they all stack up. Right in the corner. Spot on the one. Haunt over towards drop. Swing in, and Rose will be able to find that first kill of many that are necessary.
So at least gonna get the plant in. Oh my god.
That's quite a bit of damage there. Swing in though. NRG just giving him too many targets. Unable to isolate these quite just yet. As the showstopper is gonna be sent out. We'll be able to find the one planted speed, but then goes out for the paint shells. They're just on top of him far too quickly.
Thanks.
NRG get the round win. They get the result out. They move up 3-1.
And the economic situation for BBL, confusing. It's going to be a little bit all over the place. They can put together a little bit of a buy if they want, but I mean, with this Viper in the mix, it makes it so difficult as the attackers. You have so many extra question marks on the map because that toxic screen cuts off so much of A. So much space to clear, and trying to clear those angles is when NRG started striking, started picking BBL apart piece by piece. I mean, they were just leaning A the whole way. It just feels like right now BBL is not able to strategically find the same level that their opponents have. We know they can shoot, there's no doubt about that. But when you're going up against Ethan and the NRG boys and the coaching from Bonkar, it's so tough because they're so adaptive. I mean, you look at the history of NRG throughout so many series, especially internationally, it's almost always close. They're always keeping you honest at the very least, and if you're going to beat them, you're going to have to dig deep. You're going to have to go to that extra level.
And that's exactly what it came down to in that final map, that series that they played against each other at Santiago. It was two fairly one-sided maps in exchange. I think 13-6, 13-7 versus each other into then, I think a 17-15 overtime on split for NRG to take the win. We've already gotten our overtime map. If it comes down to having another one, or we'll just follow the script, and this ends up being a blowout map in NRG's favor to close it.
Easy to lean C right now. Mata's holding that aggressive angle with the Outlaw. Only Lover's Rock wouldn't die to it in one tap.
And with his own showstopper as a potential backup.
Got a lot of answers to this problem. And oh yeah, Brock's got an Odin. And you still have that Vice Wall to clear. I mean, this is...
I mean, water is wet and bears shit in the woods. Like, he's got an Odin in his hand.
I'm sorry I'm stating the obvious.
Somebody will say water isn't actually wet, and they'll go into that whole thing.
Well, I don't want to get to that discussion. That's... Wet is the state of being.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. As long as we're on the same page. Well, that's the one player you want there, but he still goes down anyway.
Gets out scot-free.
Catch them.
Slide around the corner. LaRock needing to win this fight, but Ethan, oh, he's feeling it now.
Spike down A.
Mata unable to go up over the top, but still is going to be here at drop. Showstopper at the ready to be ripped. Krevin just the only one with a Vandal. Would have to put up Herculean numbers here, but cannot find it. Mata gets himself a third. NRG get a fourth.
Just so much map control that they're able to take from the beginning to the end. I mean, this is textbook how to play Lotus. Get the solo duelist with the sniper rifle pushed up at rubble. You've got your Sentinel util over on the other side of the map. You can just completely lock out your opponents. You play to trap them into the crossfires over at A. Mata does a great job individually. It's the X's and O's. That is NRG with 4 ults, only 3 for BBL.
Where are you?
I'd say you got a little bit of an advantage with NRG with that showstopper.
With everything that you have.
Yes.
You have to back into a bind and you can just take the weapons away with the Steel Garden.
It's less than ideal here for BBL. But this toxic screen's so annoying because then they can clear in front of it. And they could, in theory, bring a player up through Baby Door again, and BBL has to respect that. Look at the diligence. Prowler to check tree to make sure that nobody scaled through the door. And now you can just pivot back over to C. If they go B, so be it, but you have a showstopper and they don't. With all this Vice util, they can get through. They still have 2 blast packs, but it's uncomfortable.
Steel Garden immediately in response to that Nightfall, and that's them completely contained. Several of the weapons now out of their hands. Brock, oh, he's out into the open.
I know exactly. 30 seconds left.
Maybe he thought he had a little bit more time to try to get in position, and he was critically wrong. Potential freebie now. Basically handed over to BBL. Mata gonna be caught trying to backpedal. Krevin takes him out. And how in the hell has this gone so wrong?
I'm left scratching my head. I just kind of assumed this round looked pretty cooked. BBL found their opportunity, found their moment. And Brock, an uncharacteristic mistake from him, basically costs you the round. Hey, that was the Steel Garden invested there too. I'm just like, this is perfect. You use the Steel Garden to counter the Nightfall.
No, it looked brilliant.
It did, until it didn't.
Which was very quickly thereafter. Just so far out, the wall hadn't even been tripped yet.
Right.
Puzzling, to say the very least, but a lifeline handed to BBL that they will happily take every day of the week.
He just made the assumption that they were going to rotate away, I think, and it was very wrong. That's a momentum changer potentially here. I mean, you're still fine as NRG. You're still going to be able to buy into this. You still have an operator for Mata. He still has a showstopper. So you can recover, spare the blushes a bit, but...
There.
Well, let's see. So you're at least able to, again, kind of show a force there for BBL. Maybe looking for some kind of response here from NRG. I mean, the response has generally been that Mata pushes space, and I think that's what they want to look for, what they want to punish. But this time around, Mata changing his position because of that op. He's got the smoke in his face. Okay, forget it. He doesn't have an op. He has the rifle.
And he's got the spray. He's got the timing. He's got Lover's Rock dead on the floor.
Face your fear!
Missed that he swapped there.
Scuba worried for a second, but seems like he's going to be just all right as Mata, not quite looking down, will hit the floor and has that paint shell for a second. Looked like he was going to be able to get him from beyond the grave. Doesn't really matter too much though. Mata will fall, but The rest of the team still benefiting, still profiting, still advancing forward. 5-2 is Krevin. I mean, no other real recourse here. Camera set up, tuck away.
30 seconds left.
Try to wait things out.
Well, this is kind of more what you expect from NRG. They're willing to let you overcommit, and they pounce on you at that A space right by the orb. Okay.
10
NRG
seconds
able
left.
to go back to business. Open the doors after just a little bit of a hiccup. Krevin, there should be absolutely no danger here, so we move on. BBL still struggling to find real answers.
Some of it is just unlucky. You know, the game sense and timing there from Mata to be able to find that blind kill, and it just felt like after that point, they just lost track. They didn't know what to do, what they were capable of, where they could go.
It's tough these days. I mean, teams have gotten really good about knowing those timings and those angles that you can spam through smokes.
Oh, a little bit of an up and over. Kiko backpedaling very quickly, avoids getting caught. The overdrive will be invested by Lover's Rock, but as they pump the brakes, okay. That means that the ult will expire. Obviously, he still does have a Vandal behind this one, but it's good.
Watching here.
Big kill found by Loita outside of A.
That may be the breathing room you need to make that A hit finally work reliably. It's just take some time to get there, it looks like. I mean, Rose trying to drum up more attention over at C, but NRG's still pretty well figured this out.
They haven't been able to scale at all. You have to know that there's going to be a bit more here, and Brock is just going to be looking to play around these thin walls.
Oh boy, this is scary.
Blinding.
Oh, door hit. Then again, maybe he gets overwhelmed, but no!
Spike down.
Of course not, he's still favored there.
30 seconds left.
Manages to find 3. As Ethan looks to try to keep them contained, backpedals away, sees at the ready.
Take hold.
Retreats up to upper on the B site. The C's dodged. Shadow. Going for the plant, the smoke
Spike
out.
planted.
Loita. Come on. Find that paranoia, but still close enough to find Ethan. Smoke falling, Krevin cleans up Kiko. The camera out and Scuba gonna be noted. Clears that, the dart having to be removed. Trying to bait them forward. A cheeky attempt, but it's the 4K to the Omen as BBL right back on their feet. Trying to get a rise out of their opponents. Trying to get into their heads.
I mean, Loita bails them out. This looked like round over right here. Right into the just shredder. But Krevin finds a big kill there too, but it's really Loita. Huge from him. And even though NRG playing some of the early macro pretty well, the fact that you lose Mata early there actually ends up costing you. Okay, there's another early kill.
We'll find if Mata will be able to make that an equal exchange the opposite side of the map. Want over towards Rubble and Mata. I mean, he is in very deep at the moment. Can they clear him? One Prowler remaining. Showstopper, maybe even just push the corner. Jump peek seeing nothing. Mata now. Pushes past that smoke. Does get noted. Makes his retreat. Ethan at the same time playing it quietly now. Strikes. Finds one. Finds 2. Mata checks back. Finds Loita to boot. Now just grabbing it a 1v3 and swinging that corner, and Mata has him dead in his sights. The 3K for the Rays. And 6-3 now on the board from this defender side.
Fans getting into it. Telling BBL to sit back down. This is what we want to see. The big man delivering big moments for NRG.
Nice, bro. Nice.
The call, yeah, he's crediting Ethan here because Ethan is saying, you can bail out of this. I'm going to tuck behind rubble. They're not going to be ready for that. We're just going to do a little push and pull, and we are just going to completely dismantle them. That's exactly what they did, and now a week by, BBL. I mean, Loita only has a classic, for God's sake. 3 sheriffs. Lovers Rock again with the hero rifle. Ooh, timing there. Kevin able to sneak past.
Door's broken.
That, he might get Ethan here. Just depends.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him. Okay.
He got him. Never in doubt.
Yeah. Not looking to be responsible for that one. Cursing it, but Paranoid now going to be sent through Brock, quickly scaling up into B, but it's going to be the pivot coming through as Mata tries to get back onto the line. Clears the Prowler, though. Doesn't want to go for the re-peek, and now there's going to be a smoke in his face. Consideration for the paint shell, but it's better suited for use from top of the rope.
Spike planted.
Holds it for the moment. Let's see if there's anybody that he can spot. Clears out the plant spot. Scuba swinging forward. LaRock immediately going to be dispatched as Kiku's able to find Lloyd at the same time. Kreven now having to do a hell of a lot of work once again. Lone player with that rifle in his hands. Finds a first, but nothing more. Rose at drop. Cannot get it done. 7-3. NRG continuing to climb upward towards that grand final.
Yeah, I mean, now you can see that BBL is starting to try new ideas, new things. I think if they have better guns in this round, this might actually work. You know, you get Kreven into B site undetected, using that toxic screen against NRG a bit. But then from there, just not enough in the tank. The site hold's just too good. NRG very good on the retake too, of course, had tremendous advantages in a couple different ways. Paint shell in hand here. Mata up top, can't get the shot to go. We're gonna keep pressuring him though. Boombot to try to slow them down just a bit, but again, it's Kreven.
A great lurk forward. Completely catches him off guard, and Mata cannot swing out to safeties fast enough. LaRock with that kill, but Brock still here, still standing. Now the Steel Garden going to be invested as they once again get ushered back towards A. Scuba sat here silently waiting for his opportunity. Flush against the box. The check coming through, and oh, he just gets too frazzled, too many targets. Gets cleaned up now. Brock and Kiko try to see if they can make a go of this. Tanks the Nightfall. Allows them to look elsewhere for Kiko. Clear of the Hawn, Lovers Rock. The op in hand, able to find him. It's the Odin, spraying and praying, rewarded for one more, but Rose lurking from just below. Finds the kill, 2 players survive. BBL get up to a 4th, a chance to make this a 7-5 half.
I am so impressed with Kreven today overall. This is another moment where he's able to slip the net when Ethan doesn't expect it. He's got some good reads on how to bypass that toxic screen. Get the op over into Lovers Rock hands. That means you can have 2 players watching Brock up top. Isolate that fight. And even though Brock, very pesky, I'm still able to deal with him eventually.
Ooh, I mean, a reprieve there for Ethan. There's a long wait on that Prowler, eventually having to be cleared out. Oh, Kiko. Casual turn to the side to find that elimination. Lovers Rock dead, Lloyd gone as well. A terrible way to try to start off this final round of the half as Mata goes up and over.
Down A.
Rose eliminated. Kiko trying to survive into the corner. Wills able to stick around with just 15 HP.
No, but anywhere you go now is BBL. Doesn't look easy.
Face your fear!
Completely deafened up. Can't see a damn thing. Haunt gets the ping out. Ethan gets Kreven dead. LaRock in a 1v5. Can only find the first kill. It's 8-4 NRG. A powerful performance on this defender's half. BBL on the back foot. Need this pistol. They want to try to start building up any kind of momentum.
You should be really impressed with the way that NRG handles themselves on Lotus defensively. The way that they're able to use that toxic screen to really take a lot more control on A in a kind of unusual fashion. You're so used to seeing everybody take A by fighting for rubble. They take A by waiting for you to have to go past, and you have no information, you have no idea what's going on.
The fans fired up. They're being rewarded with some very good balance. Send things over to the stage with Ian.
Paris, comment ça va tout le monde? This is the kind of semi-final we wanted at the very beginning. We said at the start of the day that this could be 2 back-to-back series that go all the way, and that is what we are enjoying here at the STC Arena. Of course, BBL versus NRG. Only one of them will get a shot at this trophy and that $2 million prize pool in the grand final tomorrow. So Paris, who's it gonna be? What do we think? Qui va gagner? Will it be BBL? Will it be NRG? Let's try that again. Qui va gagner? BBL? Or will it be NRG? Listen, all of us together now. This is an epic series. Make some noise together. Faites du bruit! This is iconic. Cannot wait to get right back into the action with our casters.
Right back in. We get ready to go. NRG, a 4-round advantage. Swapping over to the attacker side, BBL need one hell of a defense if they want to get back into this, if they want to stop this from being an All-America's Grand Final.
If anybody can do it at this tournament, I feel like it could be BBL with the brilliance that they've been able to put together on some of these rounds, on some of these maps, but their defender side can be rather good. They shut out EDG one time.
Evan Tuck wanted to play off of that drip, and now we'll try to strike, but Ethan swings in, hearing the shot. Dispatches him immediately. Plan quickly coming through. All 4 players and scaling back through A lobby. Thorns at the ready to deny access. Clark Rose going to be cleared out.
Shadows traveling.
One-way situated towards drop. Paranoia ready to fly. It's the relay bolt. Gets chucked in as well. LaRock, that sheriff in hand, able to find the one. Finds himself a second. Mata going to be taken down as Rose gets involved. But Kiko, all of a sudden, takes down 2. LaRock's been spotted. And the pistol once again goes the way of NRG.
They have had such a turnaround in the pistols. They lost the first 3, they've won the next 3. This is chaos, and the fact that Kreven doesn't get anything there is so brutal. Because I think otherwise you probably are going to be able to barely squeak this round out as BBL, but not able to get at least one from that tucked in surprise position. Devastating. BBL, there is going to be a bandit in LaRock's hands. He wants to at least try to be the difference maker, probably feeling it after that first pistol. And he has to be the difference maker. You need that superstar player to step up right here, right now. But it's a good pivot from the side of NRG. They have completely gotten BBL to go to the other side of the map. Now they're making noise, and Rose, though, should hear all of this, and he's just kind of tucking in next to the door. He hasn't called the troops over. I think they're anticipating another pivot or something, but there's been zero resistance here.
I have the spike.
Oh, they are actually going to pivot.
Almost out.
It took so long.
Still a good amount of time. But is this just an elaborate ruse? A pump fake?
It's working.
I think Ethan's just going to go try to bait them, make a fake, just give them false information.
This is so annoying.
Rose to be the one to try to check. Thinking it upon himself, but starting to get a decent assessment. That tap of the door, I think they're just not in the range to actually hear that one. They're just going to send a smoke over to A and hope for the best. Swing forward, Mana able to find two before getting traded out.
Spike down, C.
Decent shot from LaRock, but they need so much more. And Kiko posted up on top of the box, able to find another 2 kills. All 3 to round it out. He and Mana denying any hope of a thrifty.
Maybe looked and felt a little overcooked here from NRG, but the rifles reign supreme. The Phantom and the Vandal do all of the killing there. So even though you have a pretty good read on that round, I think overall as BBL actually didn't really matter. Now you're staring at a 6-round deficit to try to get back into this map. BBL, again, slightly better on their defender side in recent history on this map, but other than that time they 12-0'd EDG on their defender side, it's been relatively close. It's a lot of like 7-5s that are in there. And especially after losing that pistol, feels like that may just not be enough. Pretty ferocious buy for NRG. Spectre for Ethan, but rifles otherwise. Brock and the Guardian.
Loita, top of rubble, clears it, tries to reposition. Rose able to peel back 1 kill, but Loita just doesn't go deep enough on the teleport to break the sight lines. Clear of the thorns to slide forward. Lover's Rock trying to fight back, but he's just out on an island now, all alone. Sets up that fast lane, swings that corner, and Mana is ready and waiting. Open arms to greet him.
Spike planted.
Nothing he can do. Just has to go. What a beautiful paranoia from Kiko there, by the way. That completely shut down that re-hit from BBL. It caught 2 players. It made it so Lover's Rock couldn't scale off of his relay bolt. It isolated them and allowed NRG to reset and take that fight cleanly. Beautiful. Beautiful work from NRG. And just an uncomfortable rubble fight at the start of this round for BBL. That high-low setup, they had a moment where they could have, I think, seen a player through the toxic screen, but didn't. And then they got caught by the haunt, and the escape plan, like you mentioned, just not really quite there. That's, you'd think, the coffin being closed.
Yeah, it feels like curtains on this one. NRG just winning out in every single regard, at every twist and turn. 11-4. Just absolute brutality, so a timeout call to be made by BBL.
It's tough. I mean, the toxic screen here, really annoying to deal with, because when NRG wants to re-clear over towards A, makes it a lot harder for you as the defenders to have a good setup for it, because they can tuck in behind it, and then all of a sudden there's 5 players there, and what do? You know, you got to hit the craziest transfer of your life, and that's not a high percentage play. So maybe just got to get a little bit more proactive on other parts of the map potentially. But that's tough too, because NRG is constantly kind of ping-ponging around. It makes it really tricky if you want to be, you know, with these double duelist setups, you always talk about how you want to get aggressive on the extremities. You want to try to take some map control, but NRG is so methodical. It makes it so tricky. Mata again thriving. 17 kills.
One away from a showstopper is LaRock, but Mata is there to match. Sees nade out, Mata! Okay, it's the K damage. Waits it out. Showstopper has been pulled. Spot on the one. Rose dead. The struggle continues for BBL off the rip. And NRG, they're happy with the one and done. They're making their exit from this A side of the map.
And the timing you get to do this, huge. Should have quite a bit. I mean, there is the camera and a trip over here. Give you some awareness as BBL. I wouldn't be surprised if NRG just clears this cam and accelerates. There you go.
Boombot having to be cleared. Kreven's position known. Mata jumping up over the top, swinging down the paranoid there. Kreven able to spot him out, so we'll be able to find the one, but Ethan trades it back. Still a player advantage in the hands of NRG. Rock with that judge is going to have to go huge. The poke and prod not being rewarded with much. And now from this position, yep, say the judge not going to be finding nearly as much value for you, so the weapon swap going to be necessary. LaRock similarly trying to trade it out, but Lover's Rock has now fallen. Can they find anything at all? The swing out, and Ethan says no. Denies them away. Swing in, painting an outline around Brock. Loida cannot connect. And NRG, 4 players still alive in that round. They advance up to match point.
Oh, Ethan. Beautiful work on the backside there. Holding the line. Not giving any hope over to BBL.
Come on, boys, let's go. Good job.
And it looks very, very good. It looks undeniable that it will be America's in that grand finals.
And unfortunately for Lover's Rock, he's following in the footsteps of Mata earlier in this series. Pi has been achieved. 3-14, just has not been able to get off the starting point with this Neon here on Lotus.
After being so good on Breeze, just asked to do so much with this BBL composition, and NRG able to thwart him so many times with some of their util and play. Has aggressively scaled forward this round though. Mata gonna try to keep him in check. Ethan trying to drum up some attention. Let's see if there's anybody who tries to position a counter spam. Nope, they're gonna wait that out and then rescale themselves, so see, getting aggressive on the map are BBL. They know they have to.
I'm out of here.
Rose gonna pivot over. No, he's gonna stay on B site. It's gonna be LaRock and his showstopper to try to deny this A hit, and the rest of the team hauling to get over there.
Moita needing to buy a decent amount of time here for himself as a showstopper from LaRock gonna be lobbed in. Mata leaps right up over the top of it. Not much damage going to be suffered there at all. He will eventually be flushed out as Loida scales back in, finds that kill on a rock, takes down Kiko. Tap at the plant. Scuba and Ethan storming forward. Kreven fires off a shot. Lets him know his position, but the spike can still be ushered over, but they have to get this planted.
Seconds left.
Just enough time. Get over towards default. Brock stunned, trying to escape, but the spam is going to be there. Defuse not necessary. BBL will long last. Close out another round win for themselves. Their first one in this half.
Well, they're finally able to find that answer that I've been talking about. Just love it. Hit the super jump there, Mata. But it's the way that they're being proactive now with taking a lot of space. You know, we saw it at Mound. They thought about it at B, didn't commit on it. But they know now that they have to. Still some fire. Said it before. The embers of this BBL team do not go out easily. It can reignite in a split second, and Bonkar knows it. That's why he goes for this timeout immediately. Wants to talk about some of the ideas they can implement. Have a lot of rounds to work with, a lot of cushion here. So we'll probably talk about some bigger picture strategic ideas. Felt like they got maybe just a little over creative there in that round, but that being said, it's just really quick reactions from BBL.
7 more, it's what it's going to have to take for BBL. Let's see though what the call looks like for NRG as they look to bring this series to an end and punch their ticket into that grand finals tomorrow. Have the Nightfall, have the From the Shadows. The same could just about be said for BBL though. 1 charge each away from those ults.
Oh, Ethan.
Quick take of space here, but Ethan just going to silently backpedal away.
Got a timely smoke there. Nailed him out. Right at the front of the seaside mound. Otherwise, if Lover's Rock kept scaling, he was probably dead. But that still gives you kind of this ability to sort of draw a line from the A side over to mound as BBL hold the line. They're pivoting. It's NRG. Now it comes down to timings on when you're going to be able to catch NRG ping-ponging around the map. Lover's Rock trying to get back over quickly, but might get there just in time.
Nightfall out. Trail potentially to betray Kreven if they can track it, but he's just going to go scaling forward. Mana on that entry already gets past him, but Lover's Rock arrives. He's able to find that kill as now TP over
A site.
Kiko just posturing forward, watching for that approach. Spike brought in, 1 away from a Steel Garden is where Brock will be. Swing out, Kiko quickly repositioning, takes the teleport over to the side. Brock situated, and Brock, if he can find anything at all, that ult is going to be sent immediately. 4v4, Kiko reslotting, waiting, looking for Larock, but Larock a little bit faster on the draw. The tap of the defuse now coming in.
Poison's off.
Scuba now striking, drawing their attention onto the flanks as Ethan goes down a drop, has them lined up. Can we collect the one so far, but Lover's Rock down low. Loita able to find an elimination. But they haven't even started defusing this. It's not held to half. They have to start going for it. And Lover's Rock, when they needed him the most, comes away with 3. Gets the defuse and gets another round under BBL's belt.
The fact that they're able to recover is insanely impressive here for BBL. This is a great round, a great call. Scuba scaling forward, anticipating these aggressive rotations off of that sort of fake C hit. They're able to TP over, but the spike isn't with the TP. That's the only thing I don't like about this from NRG. If you have the spike in Kiko's hands, that is their round, because the time would have ran out.
Fully agree. And that's those 2 aforementioned ultimates now gone, but Loita's just gone as well. What a walkabout through that smoke, and Scuba ready and waiting. There's no counter swing available. No punish to be found. Now a consideration of pressuring back out towards Rubble, but it does seem like NRG want to try to take this back over to C.
Should be able to check this corner with the Prowler.
Smoke there, do they send it? Boombot try to go through, that doesn't clear him out, but Mana will. Not relying on technology.
Face your fear!
Just does it himself. A little bit of elbow grease, pushes that corner, Kreven dead. Backs now up against the wall, the overdrive through, and Lover's Rock, he can find a smattering of damage, but he cannot find a damn kill! Rose held in place. Paint shell to the corner, Ethan forced away from the plant, but still plenty of time to play around with his Rose, but half the ace, and he can only find 1! NRG push it to 3, and they take down BBL!
It was an absolute marathon here, an overtime map sandwiched between 2 really strong performances from each team respectively.